I just want to discuss a little bit about not only the wine bottle, but the wine glass. With the wine bottle, we want to just briefly understand with respect to a wine menu. When someone orders a bottle of wine, they are ordering typically by a, let's say, a particular bin number, actually, and I'm going to pull it over to this side so that we can actually see one that correlates to a bottle of wine that's on this table right here. Our wine list, of course, is organized by regions and such, and then of course there's some varietals. But if you can see right here, it's Chile, and then this particular bin number 579 correlates to Viña Montes Alfa Syrah, Colchagua Valley, Chile. This is 2009. Of course, what we are looking at here is that particular bottle of wine, but I wanted to show you that the importance of the label on a wine bottle. If you can see, you will see that there's the name of the producer, Montes Alfa, the grape variety, the vintage. This happens to be Montes Alfa Syrah 2010. It also identifies the appellation in which this wine was produced, Colchagua Valley, which is in Chile. So it identifies it as a Chilean red wine. It's very important to know these things because they do differ for different places from where wines come. Italian wines, for example, typically won't have a variety on there. French will not typically have a variety on there. They will be named after locations, whereas more of the New World wines, Chilean, Argentinian, North American, including the United States, there's a lot of times you will find that they are labeled by variety. So don't let that confuse you when they're ordering wines and such. You know, in the thing that, okay, so this particular wine that, let's say that they order, it may be predominantly Cabernet Sauvignon, but it does not say that. So in any case, that's a little bit about the wine label. Now, let's talk a little bit about the anatomy of a wine glass, okay? What we have here, this is a 18 3/4 ounce Bordeaux glass, and every glass has the same main components. We have a mouth, we have a shoulder, we have a stem, and we have a base, okay? One of the important things about the design of a wine glass is that, as you can see, I'm holding this wine glass from the stem. The reason is that by holding it by the stem, we do not impart heat or take away heat from the bowl. This is the bowl portion of the glass. So if I take this glass, wine is very sensitive to temperature, and we pour all of our wines at specific temperatures. Well, not only pour them, but we store them at the proper temperature, but then they are poured at temperatures that are appropriate for those wines. So, for example, white wines are going to be, they are poured at approximately 60 degrees, or red wines are poured at approximately 50 degrees. Now, the wines that come out of the cellar that we bring to the table, they may be a little slightly warmer, because we're going to pour them directly from the bottle. But the key thing is that this wine, if it comes out of the cellar at 58 degrees and it goes to the table, and the perfect temperature for it to be consumed at is, let's say, 63 degrees, 64 degrees really for a Syrah, 65 perhaps. We don't want to utilize our hand around the bowl because it increases the temperature of the glass, which very quickly translates into the wine. This is the reason there is a stem. So when you are handling wine glasses, or you are handling a glass for one of the patrons here, please use the stem. It's important to not hold the bowl, okay? And not to mention the fact that it puts fingerprints on the bowl, and that's also something that detracts from the wine experience. And that's basically, as far as the design and construction of this glass, the reason it's tapered like that is because the mouth allows, as we swirl it, it allows those molecules to stay in that bowl, and then, of course, it allows the aroma to develop, and we're able to smell it. But really clearly, one of the more important factors of a wine glass is the stem, and hence the reason I do not particularly care for the stemless wine glasses, because they defeat that particular purpose. But here we use all stemmed wine glasses, and that's one of the reasons. So, salud.